like, because there feels like, so it's not only with men struggling, it's like there feels like there's a war between men and women and gender roles, and she should do this and I should do this and she shouldn't do this and I should do this. Where has this all sort of come from? Because it only feels like it's been properly in everyone's face in like the last 2 years.
It's all government controlled. It's all government controlled.
The Matrix.
Of course, of course it is. If you don't think that people are laughing at us right now for doing what we do, and I include myself, this is what a lot of people don't understand. You have to be an incredibly financially free person to escape the Matrix, but bit by bit, there are certain things you can escape, and it's as simple as this: the more money you have, the more freedom you have, the more you can avoid the Matrix. Could I look at my life realistically and say I'm ever going to be outside of it? I don't know. As I say, it's a lot of fucking money, and I don't actually have aspirations to have that kind of money, because I don't think, I think there's a level of money where it's like, great, and now what?
Yeah.
It's like all of that is noise.
Bro, literally, you see these rappers with like 26 cars in their drive. It's like, okay, like, now what? Like, your mum's still driving a Nissan. Yeah.
So eventually
someone will try and take the cars off of you, like whether it's.
So yeah, it's all government inflicted, and essentially, what's been happening in the last 3 years is, as we gain all this knowledge and information, the 1% of people and the 99% of people are getting a bit more split apart. But the 1% still aren't over the Matrix, but they're coming towards the Matrix and understanding it, and they're giving knowledge to the 99% of people. The problem is the 99% of people are super poor, super tired because they're working long hours for shit pay. They got so many troubles with inflation, money, family. They can't house their family, and shit's going on. So they're angrier than ever, looking for someone to blame because we can't take self-responsibility or self-accountability. So they're looking at the government if they can. And the government's just like, oh, you're angry at us? You want to divert attention to us? Okay. Let me make transgenders people a thing, and then you can argue amongst yourselves for a bit.
Yeah.
Let me give men the option to cut off their dicks and just argue with them guys for a bit, and then we will argue with each other. Let me drop a bomb in in Gaza, and you guys can argue for a bit. If you don't think that war is completely government controlled, wanted,
I think I do. But there's a lot of people, and we had this argument the other day with people, and I was like, I didn't realise how bad it was, because I'm telling you, we were like, we were the 2%. There must have been 20-something people there. 2 of us thought this way, and the rest was like, "You're fucking crazy."
Of course, they're gonna call you.
Why would they do that to us? Why would they do? That's what they said. Why would they do that to us?
They're literally, bro, I don't know where. They have a camera somewhere in this room. They probably have access to this.
Yeah,
one right now.
no, 100%.
Someone's literally sitting there and just jerking off to fucking.
Are they in denial, or do they just not want to know like the truth? Do you think they subconsciously think it, or do you reckon their mind's just not open to it at all?
No, they're completely blind. I've said this actually in the last 3, I think, podcasts or situations I've done. The one thing I wish that would make this world a completely better place is if we were born with our eyes closed physically. Because psychologically we're born with our eyes closed until we actually make a psychological decision to open them, which a lot of adults don't. It's not like you turn 5 years old and the world would be a better place if physically we were born with our eyes closed, and then psychologically we had to do something or make a decision to open them and start questioning things we see and asking questions why to when we do things, because we just get on with things.
We don't ask enough why, though. From a young age, like, especially as the older you get, it's frowned upon to ask why, but it's not an issue. You should question. I think you should question everything. Like, if I have kids, they need to question every single thing and ask themselves and understand things, because again, we're human beings. Throughout history, you can see lies. There's been lies on lies and lies. Why, when something happens now, we think, oh no, they're going to save us?
Bro, I'll give you an example off the top of my head.
We don't know these people.
When we were kids, what our parents always tell us: breakfast what? Breakfast the most
important meal of the day.
It's not.
Why?
It's the meal it's the one meal that you do not need.
Yeah.
morning fasting changed my fucking life.
How long
changed my fucking life. So I mean, probably about 3 years now, and I eat first meal at 1 o'clock. But working in the morning, starving hungry, working out in the morning, starving hungry, getting all my shit done, it's fucking amazing. And as soon as when I used to eat at 6 a.m. when I woke up, straight away, 9 a.m. I'm hungry. When you fast, it gets to about...
Your blood sugar's on levels.
Yeah. Also, we're also used to eating fucking cereal when we grew up, right? Cereal's the breakfast culture in London or whatever. cereal's full of shit
Pops.
and sugar. It's just full of shit. There are some cereals that have good fibers in that we need, but most fibers you can get from.
But most people are not getting that. Like the average
most people just-
family are getting like Cocoa Pops or something like that.
The eyes are closed. No.
But it's so mad. Yeah. You're sending your kid with
I don't know what they're doing, bro.
You're sending your kid to school with a sugar spike like cocaine, and then they're dropping off at like 10.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, well, no, that kid must have ADHD.
ADHD. It's
No, the kid is fucking a kid. It's the E numbers. Kid's got E numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world is a crazy. When you dig deep, it is a scary thing to think of.
Listen, I'm not even advocating to question why, because I actually question if the people are happy are just being content in the matrix. But for me, I'm an aspirational person. I want more. If I fail doing so, I can give you a great example. My dad's an incredibly content person. He's worked a 9 to 5 all his life. He's made decent money. He sits at home. He watches EastEnders. He watches Coronation Street. He has his dinner. He eats his cereal in the morning and he goes to sleep at night.
Yeah.
You know, with his house, his kids, and his wife in a traditional way. He's content. You know, he drives a shit car, lives a comfortable life. I don't know.
That always baffles me, that one, when people say it. They say they're content. It's just like, but are they content? Are they not content? It's such a weird balance, isn't it? Because like you, I'm aspirational. I want to like achieve greatness. But then again, you got these people just living this same. It's like a system. But then, are they enjoying the system?
Are they laughing at us?
That's what I mean.
The only thing is they don't know. They don't
Yeah, that's the
understand.
difference, yeah.
The difference is we
But then
understand
again,
both
sometimes
worlds.
I think, should I know?
Yeah. Maybe it's better if we don't know.
I do.
Sometimes knowing too much, I'm just like, I shouldn't be thinking about all this stuff.
So when we deep this well, and this is, I'm gonna bring it upon myself with in terms of religious thought. When I ask all these questions about the world, it is crazy because it is like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? So it's what one thing that's guaranteed in this world, that everything does have a meaning to it, and this world cannot exist without meaning, which brings in religion and other worlds and other lives and whatever. Man, shit's crazy.